Hey, what's going on, guys? Just here to kind of give you a quick rundown through everything, just so that way the site is easier for you guys to use once you get into the site. Mind you, today is October 21st. We are launching in about 4 hours here. Um, but I just wanted to make everything a lot easier for you guys. So we'll hop right into it. So that way, hopefully, everyone has very little questions and can navigate everything super smoothly. So here you're going to have your dashboard. This is going to hold all valuable information that you can just take a quick look at, nice and easy. Top of the dashboard, you're going to have your active projects, pending estimates, total revenue, and total clients. This is going to be all super important information. One, seeing what projects you got going on, how many estimates you got out, making sure that you're in the green for the month, and the total clients that you have right now. All these numbers are just kind of plug numbers, so they're not real numbers. Don't worry about that. Straight from the dashboards, you can open up a new project or a new estimate. If you come down here, you're going to have your financial overview, which you can look at 3 months, a month to a year. This is just going to make sure that you are staying profitable in the months that you are working. I know some people don't work during the winter, but this will keep you on track to be in the green each month. Right here, you're going to see your calendar. This is going to come up with all your deadlines, appointments, everything like that. I'll get more in depth into that when we get down to it. And down at the bottom here, you're going to see your recent estimates with approvals, drafts, denials, everything like that, with all your important information as far as price and the type of estimate. Over here, you're going to see project status. Like I said, I'll get more into some of these things a little down the line once we get over here. But here, you're just going to see the progress of each project. So let's just say over at this deck, they needed to do a tear down first day. Let's bump that progress up a little bit once they get the tear down done. Upload some pictures of the tear down. That way, everything you need is saved within Contractor AI. But yeah, this is a simple overview, important information right here on the dashboard. But we'll hop into pricing calculators, and I'll show you one of these in action. So over here on the pricing calculators, we're gonna have 21 trade calculators. There will be more getting added to this, but right now we just kind of need more of the everyday ones that you see most of the time. So over here in the pricing calculators, we will run through a roofing one. So if you get up and you're old fashioned and you want to measure the roof the way they used to measure the roof, you can totally do that. Come up, 2,100 square feet. Obviously, that's 21 squares. And then obviously at the end of the day, you'll add in all your manual labor, stuff like that. But this will cover pretty much everything. So we'll just type in an address here. We'll just click search. This is going to analyze the roof via satellite imaging. We'll just give this a quick second to load. So it found it. It's 1,900 square foot roof over in Clearwater. So it actually pulled this image so you can see. So just in case anyone had a recent renovation and it hasn't updated on satellite imaging, the last satellite imaging was taken obviously on this date, and there has been no recent updates to the house, so this square footage is very accurate. Down here, you can hit save calculation or calculate estimate, but because we put the address right in, it already calculated. So it's going to give you all your pricing. So 19 squares, obviously add in for whatever kind of waste factor you like. Me personally, being a former contractor, I was always around 10% waste. So I'd calculate that in. All these estimates, you will have to add in your labor costs because I don't know what labor costs everyone's doing throughout the country. But over here, you would just hit generate estimate. It's going to load your estimate in. So you'll have a loaded estimate in, and then we will hit line items. We'll come in here. You can do branding over here. So you can change your logo, change the colors. Got a couple branding tips down here. Terms and notes valid for 30 days of issue. As far as that, prices are changing by the month. So if you come in, you can fill out all this information, and then you can come in and you can just add in all the stuff you need to. We will eventually have e-signature, but then if we just come here to send out, choose this client, obviously here, your email subject, and it's going to attach everything. So once this gets sent over, we will send right over, and you won't have to leave the website for any of this. So we'll just send this over, give it a second to send. My service is awful right now. But the PDF will be attached. So as you see, email successfully sent. Now you can even download this, save or export it, or you can just come in, edit everything, and yeah, I mean it's super simple. But yeah, so when this goes through, I'll obviously just click on the project manager tab for now. But when it goes through, the client will get a very professional email from you guys, and then the email will that you'll get back will either be an email with a question from the client based on the estimate you sent over, or a approval or denial, which you will get straight back in your email as approved, denied, or questioning, which just makes it super simple because they can accept it right within the the email. Super simple for you guys. And that's the goal here. So if you come over to Project Manager tab, you can just keep tabs on the active projects that you have going on. So if we have a deck going on, like I said earlier, rip it down. That's 20% of the way. Upload some pictures in there. You got your tasks, team, progress, comment, and then the estimates for the job. So what you'd actually add in here are such things as other projects that they want you to do, or change orders, stuff like that. You can add it all in, get them to re-sign, making sure you're protected at the end of the day. The contractor can actually leave comments on this if they don't want to go back and forth via phone calls. Super simple. Super simple. And this is going to be a lot easier for contractors that obviously cannot be on 6 different jobs at once. You know what I mean? So super simple, straightforward. Head over to clients. It's going to track all your clients and all their information. That way you're never losing another phone number, email, nothing. You can see what the projects were. When you do click on them, you will get the project photos from the project manager section. So, if you're a very busy contractor, you're obviously going to lose track of names and stuff. But this will all be in here to kind of relapse your memory on a certain project if they do end up reaching out again. But if we go over, I know I skipped over these two. So let's go to the finance tracker. If you come into the finance tracker, this is going to track everything from receipts to recurring payments to payments from clients, everything like that. So you have a dashboard just for the finance tracker, which is going to give you all your, of course, important information up front. But then you can come over to revenue. Total revenue 19,000, almost 20,000. Total expenses almost 2,000, 1,900, let's say. 3 actually paid expenses. This is your net profit. It gives you a profit margin. Estimated monthly recurring that you need to pay is 1 active but not auto pay, so that'd be $1,300. Down here you'll see financial trends based on each month. You obviously can change that depending on how you pay taxes or how you want to pay taxes. Revenue by project and expenses by category. This is going to help you keep everything way neater, making sure that you are profitable each month. You come over here, you will have your expenses for each month, so you can either upload an image or take a photo. These are going to be receipt captures, so once you upload a receipt, it'll break it down fully, just like this one here. It'll give you the line description. So 1x6x8 select pine boards. Got 5 of those at a unit price of $10.88, and that was $54.40. Now, if you come down here, it'll also include tax, just based on everything. So then it'll give you the phone for Home Depot, everything. It'll break down all the information based on your receipts. If you come into payments, these are going to be payments from clients, employees, 1099 contractors if you sub them out. This is also going to make it a lot easier. Like I said, coming from previous experience as a contractor, this is going to help you out a lot with keeping track of your subs, keeping track of your employees. Just going to make it so much easier. Come over to invoicing. Now you can see invoicing all through here. So you can generate payment link. If you guys do use Stripe, you can integrate Stripe within Contractor AI. So if you come in here, I'll demonstrate how you can see this. So this is how you would link your Stripe. So you'd get a link, and that payment link would be put onto your estimate. So that way the client can pay. If you do 30% up front, the client can pay 30% up front just based on a Stripe link. So that way you don't have to go out, collect a check, yada, yada, yada. It is a very trusted site, so if you don't use it, I would definitely look into using it. We've been using it for a while now. I used it back when I was a contractor. It just makes everything a lot more seamless. Then you come over here, you obviously have reoccurring, so whether that's monthly rent on an office or something like that, you can add that in here. Phone bill, anything like that. Budget, if you are on a budget, use the budget tab. I feel like every job is a budget, but if you guys aren't too worried about this, just use this on those jobs that you think you might be cutting it close on. Reports, over here you can get a whole company report, project-based report. This is going to be great for taxes. You will be able to print out tax forms, whether that's quarterly, half and half, or just yearly tax forms to send over to your CPA or anything like that. The calculator widgets. I do want to move into this because this is going to be a super, super cool. I know I made a small video on this for you guys not too long ago, but the calculator widgets are going to be awesome. So widgets, let's just say you're a roofer. We'll go off of what we used on the pricing calculator. If you are a roofer, you can embed this roofing calculator right onto your site at no extra cost. All you have to do is hold the subscription with Contractor AI, and you'll be able to embed this calculator on your website. And what that's going to do is that's going to help you drive more traffic towards your website based on using keywords, and all that good stuff. Because if you think about it, a lot of these clients want to see what they're going to pay before they actually reach out to contractors, and that's why a lot of clients are going to have a budget in mind because they did their own research. So if you want your clients that are reaching out to you to have the most accurate idea of how much it's going to cost, embed this on your site, because obviously they're going to use it through your site for free rather than getting a subscription here for the time being, because obviously we don't have our homeowner side built out yet. But for the time being, take advantage of this, get a lot more traffic to your site, get a lot more calls for no extra cost. It's kind of a no-brainer. Over in so you can do this for any one of the 21 trades that we have in the pricing calculators. Super easy to embed it on your website. I'm sure a lot of you guys have someone that made the websites for you, so you could just send this code over to them. They will embed it on your site, or you can reach out to us and we will get it embedded on your website, like I said, at no extra cost. Let's head over to clients real quick. We actually already talked about this. Like I said, a lot easy to keep track. We already went over, well, employees is very simple. Employees you will be able to add. They won't be able to use the site. You can add an employee on to your subscription. And this is where you can keep track of their information, hourly pay, and you can put them on certain projects. So if I wanted to put Micah on a deck project, I can put Micah on a deck project with Ian. So that way they can both see, all right, tomorrow we got to go and start this deck project, and Brandon's going to be on this paper patio that they have to build out. Super simple, clean cut, easy to use. That's the goal here. Coming down with, so like if I wanted to add an employee, let's do this real quick. So we'll do a John Doe. Email John at gmail.com. Phone number 361. So that's just a fake phone number. Job title, let's just say he is my roofing sub. No, we'll say he's a laborer. Hourly rate, say $25 an hour. Just click here. That's gonna take too long. So we'll just do 25. I don't know why I tried doing that. 25 an hour. Status active. He is just starting. First week on site. The roof at Fall Road. Alright, so then quick and easy. Add employee. It's gonna load because I got awful internet right now. Boom. I definitely clicked that one too many times, so you can just remove each one of these. It does not matter. That's why I should have just let it load instead of spamming the button. But obviously, John Doe is now added as an employee. And now you can see all his information and what he's going to be doing at the start. So now we have 4 active total employees. Super simple. Just don't spam the button like I did, and you won't end up with 6 different John Does. Coming down to calendar, super straightforward. Let's just say Saturday, I need to add an event. Let's do Saturday is the 24th. Task, I have a meeting. Status pending. Location 1234 Chester Road. Description of the meeting, sitting down with client on home. Alright, super simple. This is not a weather sensitive. Event, sit down with Mary. Alright, so we got Mary here. We're doing a sit down with her. Don't spam it. Boom. Right there. You're going to see that task. Hit this. This will send you a notification at 8 in the morning since this is at 9. 8 in the morning. Message for employees will be out of the office for about an hour. So this will also send the employees all receipts, or not receipts. It'll send them all a notification just letting them know that I'm going to be out of the office for about an hour and to not call me. So once you do this, you'll come over, you'll schedule the notification, and this will send you a notification to remind you and your employees that you are in the office. This is going to make it super simple to work together as a team and everything like that. Come over to settings. So you'll obviously input all these settings when you first sign up. Name, phone, company name, contractor notification, email. This is where you get all your notification. You can write in your default terms and conditions, and that'll automatically run onto your contract or estimate that you send out. If you come over here, you can get security alerts, calendar reminders, and you can. This is actually pretty big. I do love this. You can change the language. So we have English and Spanish right now. So that'll change the whole site over to Spanish, make it a lot more lingual friendly, as they say. Here you can update your company logo. Like I said, you can change the colors on your estimate sheets and add your logo on there, your terms and conditions. And right down here is where you will connect your Stripe account. So this is a integration that we want to add to make it easier, so that way this site really does become an all-in-one. And let's not forget, we wanted to do this super simple for you guys to get used to. We have a ton of updates already in progress. But here you would obviously just click connect Stripe account, which I won't do because I'm not sure what information is going to pop up. But you'll just be redirected to Stripe. You'll sign in, complete your business information, and return here to start accepting payments. Super simple. No more checks. We all know cash is king, but no more checks. No more, going there and having them tap your square or having a square that you had from years ago. This is contactless, easy payment for you and your client all through the site. Um, what else should we go through here? Um, I think that's pretty much the base of everything of what you'll use for now. Ad Analyzer will be up soon, and you will be able to use that soon. But we do just have wanted to keep it simple. There is one more thing I want to go over. Subscriptions. If we come into managed subscriptions, we have added a new one. And you are going to see kind of what what they kind of go through and everything. The subscription that we added is decently more expensive than the $24.99 that you'd be paying just to access all this stuff. So if you come in, we obviously have base plan. You can pay 3 months. You're saving $5 a year. You're gonna save $50 over the year. Or we have the premium package. The premium package is going to be for newer contractors or contractors that have just started, maybe a couple months in, and don't have all the information. So let's get off of this. So that'll take you straight to Stripe. So that's what we use through the site. But this premium package is going to offer you a free website plus access to all this. We will be running your SEO, everything like that. You will have a clean cut website for you to use. You can actually go over to contractorai.work, and that'll actually, let me just take you over there really quick and give you the breakdown. Track. So if you come over to contractorai.work, this is our early sign up page. So this is everything you get in premium. You're going to get everything that's in the base plan, free professional website that ranks. So that's why I was talking about the local SEO. You're going to be able to run your local SEO so that way you drive more local traffic to your website. Instant text back system. So if you have a missed call, you're up on a roof getting it done. Someone calls, this will send them an instant text back. And what that's going to do is that client that just called is a hot lead. Chances are they are looking for a roof to get done, or they're just calling to kind of get more information. What this is going to do is this is going to send them an instant text back, so that way they know that you are not just leaving them hanging. They know that you're going to reach back out to them, and then eventually you can reach back out to them and hopefully close that hot lead. Because anyone that calls and you don't answer and you don't reach back out within 3 minutes, obviously they're going to be on to the next person. And then that becomes a cold lead at that point. So this instant text back system is going to be well worth it for you guys. You should see an increase in closing jobs because your response rate is becoming so quick. Come over to the 5-star reviews on autopilot. This will automate your review requests after every job. So this will send them over a message asking them just to leave a review automatically, and they can leave a review based on whatever you did for them. 1-year text remarketing. This is going to go to previous clients. Whether you are in roofing or not, it could be something else. Say someone's looking to add on, you never know. I like to do this one every 6 months that I have a client for. So if it is 6 months, I'll typically reach back out asking them if they need anything done over at the house. And actually, the response rate is actually very high on this one. We do close probably about 30% of the clients that we reach back out to. 6 months to a year, chances are they got another project that they're going to want done. And just by you reaching back out and being that reliable local contractor, you're going to land that job, uh, obviously, if they already used you. But with that being said, I'm glad you guys tuned in today. This is a very simple site to use. We want to make it all in one, super simple. We have a ton of updates coming, along with a couple giveaways that we want to end up doing for our users. Um, Kind of make everything fun. Eventually, we're going to have a homeowner side to this. So, as far as that, you contractors are going to have the opportunity to get linked up with people that log on to our site as far as homeowners. Um, and if they're looking for a roofing job, you're going to pop up. This is going to be like a Google for just contractors. And sooner or later, we want to run you guys through a verification process to make sure that you guys are uh, reliable contractors, making sure that you guys have your insurance, that you have your license numbers, everything like that. So that way we can make this a safe place for contractors and homeowners to get this kind of work done. But with that being said, I hope you guys do enjoy the site. Please give us any feedback. Um, like I said, this is going to get built into something much bigger. But we did want to launch and get you guys used to this sooner rather than later. So please leave any feedback. Any feedback will help. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let us know.